The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. Jeremy Greene is alongside, and we are live, thankfully, in the Wicked Weed studio.
Sweet baby God, it only took a week.
It is the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. Getting you ready for the Week 5 action in the NFL. We'll have all of the hits, all of the misses, all the sits, all the starts, DFS plays.
Hey, my team sucks.
Yeah, they do.
Who's shocked?
Yeah,
my team blows. And Zach Wilson, yeah, he sucks too.
Yeah.
A lot. Like a lot.
I do love watching New York Jets games with Jeremy.
And all of you are about to get to watch the second half with me. Speaking of that, could you do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Could you get that? You can't play the sound or, we'd get yelled at. But.
Right. Obviously.
And now I can't just sit here and stare at myself, which is also cool. Yeah, now you all get to watch second half Jet football with me.
Because we're sitting in here watching the first half, and I'm like trying to look at my computer. I'm trying to get notes all together for today's episode, and every play, it's, oh, look at that! Did you see that? He can't hit the broadside of a barn. Well, Zach Wilson sucks most of the time. Sure, he had a good finish to the game last week, but it looks like this is going to be your life.
Thanks, Dick.
Looks like this has always been your life, right?
I
mean, look,
pretty much.
I mean, I understand to a degree.
Rob Salah looks like he has aged 10 years. In the 5 games he has coached this shithole team. And yet, he's aged less than the opposing coach.
Well, no, he just needs some time. He's learning to be dead inside.
I mean, it does take time to learn that.
Right. So, I mean, it is what it is. New York Jets trailing 20-3 against the Atlanta Falcons in London. The tight ends have been good. Kyle Pitts, there you go. That's one bright side that you can look at. You said Kyle Pitts could have a big day today.
I was all over Kyle Pitts today, and so far he's been very good.
Yeah, so it's not a complete and total loss for you there,
because of course he has. Because he's playing against the Jets. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at us go. Oh, he could run out of bounds. There we go. Why is Tevin Coleman returning kicks? Stop. Just stop. Why? If that did anybody else on the team, that's 6.
Who else is going to do it? Elijah?
Not 48-year-old Tevin Coleman.
He's got to have some kind of a role.
No, he doesn't. Why? Why does he have to have a role?
I don't know, because he
sucks at life.
He sucks at life. Please. Oh, we got, of course, the full slate of games in the NFL. College football went well. Hey, how about them Georgia Bulldogs, baby? Number 1 with a friggin' bullet.
Yeah.
Now we get to lose.
To Kentucky.
Damn it!
As soon as I saw it, I went, oh, I see how this is going to go.
Yep, number 1 seems to be a curse for the Georgia Bulldogs all the time. And but here we are. Alabama losing last night. God, I didn't see that coming in a million years. Texas A&M got after him, and you know what I thought as I was watching Texas A&M just eat up that Alabama offensive line. Good God, Georgia's going to win the SEC championship. That defense will kill them if they play like that again.
I don't quite know what that was. I also don't know what spark Rob Salah lit under the Jets at halftime, but I'm real glad you did. Because they look like an actual NFL football team.
Oh, because you just ran for a first down? Is that you all excited?
Well, I mean, we returned the opening kick to the 30, so... Yeah, I mean, I didn't have much to cheer for in the first half. Yeah. Stop shitting on my team.
I'm not trying to shit on it. I'm just saying, don't get your hopes up after one good play.
I'm not. Look, I'm a Jets fan. I don't ever get my hopes up. I'm just, hey, that didn't suck.
Oh, those North Carolina Tar Heels, Jesus Christ.
That was fun.
When you feel excited about your Florida State Seminoles, you got another win.
Another win? A win. That's the first one. Oh, no, we beat Syracuse.
We beat Syracuse.
Oh,
you
yeah.
got 2 wins now. 2 wins in conference play.
Sorry, now that they suck too, I'm so dead inside on Saturdays and Sundays that the wins feel like losses and the losses feel like death.
Oh. And were you able to hang? Were you able to keep up in that score fest that was Arkansas and Ole Miss?
I watched so little of that.
Yeah. Because you were locked in on Spencer Rattler shit in his pants.
Yeah, I was locked into being on Twitter going, I tried to fucking tell you.
Yeah.
I tried my best to tell you, and nobody would listen. Hey, let's run that touch pass more.
You guys are gaining some yards.
Hey, let's run that touch pass more. It doesn't involve Zach doing anything, which I'm a big fucking fan of.
Jonathan Wells says, hello, sports fans. There were a few things that happened in sports yesterday that will make your brain fall out of your skull. Yeah. What, like Deontay Wilder's? God, that was a good fight last night.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder is still trying to figure out why his head is turned on the wrong direction.
Jeez. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder.
And I fell for it. And I'll be honest with you, in the 4th round, I thought Wilder was going to win that fight.
No. I mean, there was the second where you thought, if he connects
he knocked
with
him down twice.
Yeah, I know he knocked him down twice, but I mean, he was saved by the bell. He went back in. And then you thought from that point, from the 5th round till the 8th round, I was real worried that Deontay Wilder was going to catch him with one of those blind haymakers that he was throwing. Yeah, because that gets dangerous. But I never felt like Tyson was in too much danger after those 2 knockdowns in the 4th. But anyway.
I'm just so happy to be alive again. I'm trying to figure out why there's no one here. Did you all forget about us when we couldn't do lives?
They did. They were like, screw it.
We're like, screw those guys.
Gone.
Tired of watching them do live streams that look like they were shot through a washcloth.
Well, thankfully, we got everything hooked back up here, and we are live.
Look at those British Jet fans. Why did you pick this team?
Oh, my God. I don't think I've ever seen a woman who had an English accent on mute. I could hear her accent. Let's go, Jets. All right, let's talk about.
We scored!
See, this is going to be an exercise in futility today. I'm trying to do a show while you're watching the Jet game.
Fuck you. I don't get to do this often, okay?
Damn it, Ty Johnson.
We score as much in the NFL as you did in high school, and that's not much.
You score way more than I did in high school because I didn't score any in high school. So
yeah, me neither. Ron George with our first fantasy football question of the day.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson or Antonio Brown? Justin Jefferson by 49 miles.
Yes.
Let me just, anytime it's Justin Jefferson or blank, unless the blank is Calvin Johnson in 2012 or, that's about it. Oh no, it's like again. We missed the PAT.
Oh my God.
Because Jets.
Jets. Yay. Jets.
Yeah, Ron George is Justin Jefferson. This is the roller coaster that is being a Jets fan.
I get it, Tampa Bay brother. You want to have hope for Antonio Brown, and
you don't need him because you're going to beat Miami within an inch of their lives.
I don't know that to be true.
Don't do that.
I don't know that to be true.
Don't be that guy. Oh, I don't want to curse my team. The Miami Dolphins cannot score on you.
No. Yeah, they can.
Oh, wait, it's not going to work because you can't hear all my witty little quips off the board.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, heck.
No, was that the one that just played? Yeah. Well, we're watching the Jet game instead of watching the actual
and we're going to continue
here.
to.
I disagree with you. I think Miami can score against Tampa today.
God, you're drunk.
That secondary is
and that's coming from a drunk person?
The secondary is not good. And I don't care that Jacoby Brissett is the quarterback for Miami. He is still going to be able to complete passes and score touchdowns.
Yeah, and probably get killed by Shaq Barrett.
We had the question earlier in the chat thread about Devontae Parker, Juju Smith-Schuster, and I'm all over Devontae Parker today.
I'm not.
I am. Got 2 words: Ross Cockrell.
2 words: Jacoby Brissett.
You just don't think he can get him the ball?
He's bad at football.
Yeah. Well,
He's not as bad at football as Zach Wilson is, but he's close.
Yeah, well, so is that Tampa Bay secondary.
It's not. I didn't say it was good.
Okay.
I'm just telling you.
I mean, you do realize that we got Richard Sherman and Ross Cockrell and Pierre Desir.
Say Cockrell again.
Cockrell.
You've said that so many times that it's lost all meaning.
Cockrell?
Cockrell.
All right, game by game. Let's go game by game as we look forward to the Week 5 action here. Miami and Tampa Bay. I think that's. Look, Tampa's going to cover. BetUs.com. You can make your wagers with BetUs.com today. BetUS.com. Use the promo code Sportsocracy. They will give you the deposit bonus of 125% for using our promo code. Lock in those wagers today. Look, it's up to 11 now on BetUs.com. I don't care. Tampa will cover, but Miami still will score. I don't have any faith in this secondary to be able to keep them at bay, despite Jacoby Brissett. Jalen Waddle, Devontae Parker, I think they're fine flex plays today.
I don't really love anything from Miami. I think they're going to get smoked.
Well, I hope for the sake of my team that you are right. But like I said, you got Richard Sherman, Pierre Desir, and Ross Cockrell. Those are the only 3 cornerbacks living and breathing on this team.
Cockrell.
Mike Edwards has to come in and fill in for Antoine Winfield Jr., which is not bad because, hell, he's leading the damn team in interceptions with those 2 that he had taken back for a touchdown against the Atlanta Falcons. But I think Tampa will try to run the ball a whole lot today. I can see Leonard Fournette having a good
Leonard
day.
Fournette's one of my favorite plays on DraftKings.
I think he could have a 100-yard day.
I'm running more constructs today that start Derrick Henry, Leonard Fournette, and Damian Harris than you could shake a stick at.
Miami gives up about 137 yards rushing per game. I like
They're
Leonard's
bad,
chances.
and you don't seem to want to give the ball to Ronald Jones ever.
Nope. Antonio Brown, though, has a chance to make history today. He gets one more catch. He's sitting at 899. He will be the fastest to 900 catches in his NFL career, which is odd to think about how much time he has been out of the game. Still the fastest to 900 catches. So you don't think Miami scores at all?
I don't like anything from Miami today.
All right. On Tampa's side, what do you like? I mean, we got Xavier Howard and Byron Jones. It looks like both of them are going to play. There was a possibility that Byron would have missed this week, but that's not going to happen. So who's the one? I'm thinking it.
Oh, no, it suck again!
I'm thinking it.
Stop jumping. Okay, just, all right, right here. Stop jumping, especially when you're a big fat tight end like Hayden Hurst. Don't jump. Bad shit happens. You jump and bad things happen. The ball goes bouncing out of bounds, and C.J. Mosley just goes, "Oh, why did I leave Baltimore?"
Chris Godwin would be my choice in the wide receivers today for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he would probably be mine too.
It's either going to be him or Antonio Brown.
Well,
the more I sound this out, the more,
Well, I think they're going to play Brown
the
on the
less
outside.
ludicrous Ron's question sounds.
Well, they're going to play Antonio Brown on the outside.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to be the one that gets Xavier Howard. And Byron Jones will get, will line up on Mike Evans. Which means you'll have Chris Godwin in the slot against me.
Somebody.
Yeah. If I was playing a Bucs receiver, it'd be Godwin.
Okay.
My favorite play for them, though, is Leonard Fournette. And Miami, I want none of the running backs. I want nothing to do with Jacoby Brissett. Mike Gesicki, if you absolutely fucking have to. But to me, there's probably 20 better solutions at tight end than him.
All right, so Tampa Bay covers the 11.
Easily.
We're both on that side.
Easily.
Can they score 49 points? Are you going over or under the 48?
Well, you're basically asking, can Tampa score 49 points by themselves?
Yes.
No.
No.
I'm going to go under this number.
I'm on the over. Because I think Miami is going to score points. But I think Tampa's going to score way more. Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. There will be no Christian McCaffrey. I have not seen that officially ruled, but he was listed as doubtful.
He's out.
He's out.
It's already been.
Okay.
It is decided.
It is decided. There will be no Christian McCaffrey today. And everything else, though, for the Carolina Panthers, I like.
Everything?
I really like DJ Moore today.
I really like Robbie Anderson today.
Oh, okay. It's an Anderson week.
I'm all over Robbie.
He hasn't had one of those yet. So.
No, but he's going to. And Darius Slay will be on DJ Moore. And I don't think there's anybody else that can stop Robbie. I just see Robbie hitting a big one. Like, Robbie's one of my favorite plays on DraftKings today. Okay. Because nobody's going to have him. He's cheap as shit. And he allows me to do a lot of things that I really like to do.
Yeah.
Kind of like playing Justin Jefferson, but we'll get to that in a minute.
I like DJ Moore today. I like Sam Darnold today. I
like Sam Darnold a ton.
I think Sam's going to have another great day. He's
not my favorite play on DraftKings today, but he's very, very high up.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you got to expect him to do things with his legs. And I don't know. I can't go into every week expecting that Sam Darnold's going to score 4 total touchdowns.
No.
So I don't know how high I would be on him in DFS. I'm playing him in season long.
As well you should.
Jalen Hurts and those Philadelphia Eagles, though. They have shown that they can put up points, but this is a great defense.
I don't want much to do with them today. I really don't.
Really? You think Carolina's going to be able to get after Jalen Hurts, make him uncomfortable?
I do.
Bring him down in the backfield? I can see that. Philadelphia's passing stats are pretty good. However, the way that they get there is gross.
Yeah, because they throw 1 billion times a game. So,
Zach Ertz.
I tried to tell you on Zach Ertz, that's the tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles that you want.
I could see him having a bigger and bigger role as Jalen Hurts gets more comfortable in this, running this offense, and him dumping it off to those tight ends.
Justin Parton asks, non-PPR, first of all, why are you playing in non-PPR?
Stop that.
Are you playing on hotmail.com? Don't play non-PPR. But he asked, Kenny Golladay or T. Higgins today? For me, that's easy.
I'm going to go T. Higgins.
I am too.
T. Higgins with no Jair Alexander for the Green Bay Packers.
I like everything for Cincinnati. I think they're going to score points. Who's going to stop Joe Burrow, by the way?
None.
Sorry
None
that I
of the
didn't
above
build
can-
this. Joe Burrow's my play on DraftKings today.
Oh, okay. And you're going to stack him with T. Higgins?
I don't know. I can't figure out who I want to. That's the biggest problem with Burrow is that I'm afraid I'm going to stack him with the wrong one. Because I kind of want to stack him with Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd.
I like the receivers. I'm not so sure I'm in on Joe Mixon today.
I'm not in on Joe Mixon.
Okay, all right. You said everything from Cincinnati.
I meant the pass catchers.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Mixon's going to be limited. I'm
you.
not in on Samaje Perine. I don't necessarily think the Perine thing's going to go well, and he's going to be dumb high owned. So I'm out on that, but I do like all of the pass catchers.
Yes, I'd agree with you there. T. Higgins is the call for me. Non-PPR, stop doing that. Justin Parton, PPR flex, Zach Moss, Josh Jacobs, Antonio Gibson, or Marquise Brown. Man, that's a hell of a problem to have. I'm going to say Antonio Gibson.
It's Antonio Gibson for me, and it's Antonio Gibson by a lot.
Yeah, I'm never going to shy away from Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, there's nothing that...
even though Zach Moss, I don't think he'd be a bad play today.
Zach Moss would be close. I'm just afraid that Devin Singletary is going to eat into the work.
Right.
It's a higher flying game. I could see... Singletary's the faster of the two. He's the better pass catching back of the two. I could see this. I could see Singletary eating into his workload too much today.
Yeah.
For me to be comfortable with it.
So Zach Ertz, I think I like him today for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I like him
just
better
because
than Go Dirt. Oh, we're going deep. We're going deep. And it's 10 yards away from him.
Not even a chance.
The fucking corner was not even, that wasn't even close enough for the safety to be in play.
That's an uncatchable ball at the goal line. Yikes.
Why is Zach Wilson starting to remind me so much of Ryan Leaf?
Anything else for the Carolina Panthers, Philadelphia Eagles matchup? Carolina defense.
Who's going to play running back for them?
For the Carolina Panthers? Chuba?
He's out.
What?
Yeah, Chuba's out.
Hell, I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to play running back for them. I've looked up and down the depth chart and just gone, well, I don't know any of you any better than I know any of the rest of you. So,
God, is Reggie Bonifant still on the team? Is he still a
I
thing?
don't know who it's going to be.
You know who's going to play?
But I will tell you,
you know who's going to play running back?
I'm out.
You know who's going to play running back for the Carolina Panthers today? It's Sam fucking Darnold. That's who's going to play running. That's who's going to play running back today. So fire him up all over the place. New Orleans Saints and a Washington football team. Oh wait, we got to do the over/under. I always forget the over/unders. All right, so Carolina's the 3-point favorite. We're both easily on Carolina to cover, right? Mm-hmm. The over/under is 46. I think I like the over.
I'm going to go over. I'll go over the 46.
New Orleans Saints at the Washington football team. New Orleans is a 2.5-point favorite. They are the most up and down team that I cannot figure who's going to show up week in and week out.
It's an odd number week.
If there is a week, though, if there is a week for Jameis Winston to go off, it would be against, I don't know, the third worst secondary in the NFL. The football team is not good. They are sixth. They give up the sixth most passing yards to opponents so far this year. Second most touchdowns in the league with 10 touchdowns given up. It's the lack of weapons for Jameis Winston that concerns me. You got Marquez Callaway. What do you have after that?
I picked New Orleans to win this game, and I regretted it about 3 seconds after I did it.
I took the Washington football team plus the 2.5. I think right now they're the most talented of the two teams.
They certainly are.
The problem is that defense is not playing up to its talent level. And, New Orleans does a pretty good job of protecting their quarterback. Jameis Winston, I don't think he was hit at all last week. So I'm not sure that this is the week to expect that elite front to get after the quarterback. Jameis Winston has the ability to pick this team apart if he's got people to throw to. They have nothing I trust, though. So to me, I think this is going to be a very gross, ugly kind of a game. I mean, Alvin Kamara, he's a constant, always going to have to play him.
I have a funny feeling that New Orleans is going to get smoked in this game.
Really?
I do, and I don't know why. Okay. I like pretty much everything for the Washington football team. And I can't give you, there's not a, hey, here's why.
Yeah.
It's a gut feeling.
I don't see Taylor Heineke being all that great against that New Orleans defense. You realize they got 7 interceptions so far this year? Taylor hasn't had a game. He hasn't had that game that makes you go, oh, shit.
Let's play a fun game.
Maybe he's due for that.
Of the corners for the New Orleans Saints,
yep.
Who gives up the most yards per route run? I'll give you the choices. It's Marshawn Lattimore, Paulson Adebo, or Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
I'd say Gardner-Johnson.
He's the best.
Really?
He's 0.75 yards per route run. He will draw probably Adam Humphries a lot today.
Yeah.
Paulson Adebo's second at 1.46. He'll get Curtis Samuel. And Marshawn Lattimore is a full yard worse than the other two.
I should have known. I should have known that was the reason you were asking that question. Yeah.
Terry McLaurin's one of those he's one of those guys that people are going to see Marshawn Lattimore's name and go, no, I don't want to do that. And I do. I do.
Well, because he's the only one they got. I mean, I saw they called up Antonio Gandy Golden from the practice squad. That's your boy from
Liberty.
I knew it was one of the two. So, Anyway, like I say, I think this is going to be a very gross game. I've got the Washington football team plus 2.5, and I'm going under the 43.5.
I'll go over.
Over 43.5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll go over.
The Tennessee Titans take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tennessee's 4.5-point favorite. That is not near enough.
And I don't get it. I can't figure out what it is that Vegas is seeing on this.
There is no chance in my mind that Jacksonville can stop.
Be careful
Derrick
saying
Henry.
no chance. I said no chance that Texas A&M would beat Alabama.
This is true.
There's a curse in this studio when we say there's no chance.
You did. I don't see Derrick Henry having any less than 150 yards rushing today. But there again, there is this, I like weird stats. And if you look at the weird stats of Derrick Henry against the Jacksonville Jaguars in the last 3 years, every time they played early in the season, he has had a stinker of a game. He's averaged about 60 yards rushing and has only scored one total touchdown in their first meetings of the season for the last 3 years. Second time he plays them in the year, it's
and that
hammer
stat
time.
means not dick to me.
Oh, I know.
Different defensive coordinator, different head coach. That's a hold.
It's completely different. The second time he's played them, each of the last 3 years, 238, 159, 215.
Yeah, and that was all under Doug Marrone.
Phew. I think he's going to torch them today.
I do too. He's my favorite running back on the day.
A.J. Brown is back. Julio Jones is still out with the hamstring issue. So A.J. Brown obviously is the guy for the passing offense. DJ Shark, unfortunately, he's out with the broken ankle. He's going to miss the rest of the season. It's quite unfortunate. Trevor actually played pretty well last week, and against that Tennessee secondary, I think he's got a chance to put up some points today. The problem is you can't really trust it. Trevor Lawrence against this secondary is, to me, it's a wash. Or it's a dart throw of just maybe he'll be good. He could be bad, though.
He could be. I don't think he will be, but he could be.
So which of his receivers would you play today? Laviska?
If I had to play one, if I had to play one of his receivers today, it'd be Laviska. Do you know who the three starting receivers for the Jacksonville Jaguars are right now?
Laviska Shenault, Marvin Jones, and God, I don't know. Who's the third one?
Tavon Austin.
Oh.
Hot.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was still a thing.
He's a thing for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Because he was so good in college.
Yeah.
And Urban Meyer loves good college players.
Yeah, he's also been on 43 teams in the NFL. So.
All right, so the Tennessee Titans minus the 4.5.
I'm taking Tennessee minus 4.5.
Yep. And over under 48.5.
I'll go over.
Okay.
Neither of these defenses is good. I actually don't mind
You're
stacking this game.
I wanted to go on the other side of you, but I can't.
I don't mind stacking this game at all. I mean, it's not one that I'm rushing out to stack.
Right.
But one of the things you have to understand is looking at the lines, there's not a ton of shootout-y games today. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're playing on DraftKings where you don't get to play Buffalo, Kansas City. So there's even less.
Mm-hmm. By the way, if you're just joining us, of course, Jeremy, the Jets fan, is watching the Atlanta Falcons New York Jets game in London live in the studio. So if you hear something that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, that's why.
Bryce Hall should have just had an interception, and it's the second one he should have had. I love him, but God, his ball skills were bad. Bad! It's infuriating.
Infuriating. Just absolutely infuriating. JT Money asks in the comments, AB or Elijah Mitchell for PPR flex. I'm going AB.
I am too. And it's the uh-oh! Jet ball bitches! Jet ball bitches! Oh, Spanudios. Somebody forgot that you have to hold on to the ball. Mike Davis sucks at football.
You done? You good?
Yeah, I'm good now. God, that was a bad call from me. What happened to him? Mike Davis went to Atlanta, and it's like he got his soul sucked out by Arthur Smith. By the way, put the
great to begin with.
Put the multi-view up on our screen because I did a thing, and you have to be able to see it. Or
doop.
The question is, how many times does he do this before he figures out that the game's on 3 and the multi-view's on 1?
Oh, is it really? Yeah, there it is.
There it is. What in the hell happened to Arthur Smith? Arthur Smith went to Atlanta looking like this and came out looking like this. What in the fuck is that? First of all, it's the grossest looking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, he was tired of looking like the dude from the Wallace and Gromit cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, now Arthur Smith, and not only that, but he's got this big bald spot with this real fluffy. He looks like he should be teaching a science class in a high school. Like just the cool guy.
And coaching JV football.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Like, yeah, I smoke weed when I go home, and I yell at my cat. That's Arthur Smith now.
Yeah, he had to do something with his face to distract from
I need him to do something with his face
that he has.
Because his face is really irritating me. Okay, now you can put the Jets game back.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
That's the only thing that I'm going to need you to see.
Is it on 3? It's on 3.
Yeah, it's on 3.
Let's put it on 3.
Put it on 3. Yeah, goes to 3.
Anyhow. What were we talking about? Football.
We were talking about Arthur Smith, the Civil War general. Dearest Violet, I hope this letter finds you well.
The Detroit Lions are a 10-point underdog at the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh shit! I forgot to.
And Jeremy, you and I are both on Detroit to cover this number.
I'm not on them to do much more than cover. But
as we have said over and over about this team, they're the bad team that you don't want to play because they're going to give you their best shot each and every week. And Minnesota they don't do a very good job against running backs to begin with. And that's the one thing that Detroit does pretty well.
They have two of them that are damn near equivalent talent-wise.
Right. DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams, both of them get carries between the tackles. Both of them catch balls out of the backfield. You know, and now today there's no Michael Pierce. So even if they tried to run between the tackles, there's no Michael Pierce to stop them. And they haven't been good at it anyway. We talked about that in the weekly video for the Minnesota Vikings this week, that Michael Pierce and Dalvin Tomlinson haven't been stopping anybody anyway in the running game. So I like Detroit to be able to keep this game closer. However, you look on the other side, I mean, Kirk Cousins is going to have a great day. Justin Jefferson's probably going to get everything he wants.
I love Justin Jefferson today.
Thielen.
That's my favorite play on DraftKings today. I will have him in every lineup I do.
Vikings allowing the 5th most yards per carry in the NFL. What?
No big deal. Zach Wilson just out here trying to get dudes dead. I actually think he killed the Falcons corner because he hit Michael Carter so fucking hard that he killed himself. It's hard to be a Jets fan.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And it was Jamison Crowder, not Michael Carter.
That was not good.
My bad.
The Detroit defense they're a little banged up with Romeo Okwara tearing his Achilles tendon, which is quite unfortunate because he was a great piece of that defense. Great source of their pass rush. I think Everson Griffin could have an impact on today's game. He's on a hot streak, and especially when he's playing at home. In each of his past 8 games at home, he's gotten at least 1 sack. But overall, can Minnesota control this game throughout? I don't know. I think it's going to be close. I think
this game stays close. I'm all over the over in this game because I think you're going to see more points than. than most think.
Over-under is 49.5.
I'm on the over.
I'll go with you on the over as well, but we're both on Detroit to keep it close. Detroit plus the 10. Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm on the under of this.
Are you still on the Steelers to win this game?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
I think this is one that Detroit can go out and win.
Denver.
Thank you.
We just did Detroit.
Yeah, we just did Detroit.
They
Denver.
can't be two places at one time.
No, you cannot. I think Denver can go out and win this game. There is obviously a lot wrong with Ben Roethlisberger. That came up in the discussion this morning about Juju Smith-Schuster and who was it we were talking? Anyway, it was the three quarterbacks or the three wide receivers that we were talking about in fantasy, and Ben Roethlisberger is the worst quarterback.
He's real bad.
Of bad quarterbacks. The other quarterbacks in the discussion were Jacoby Brissett, and it wasn't Davis Mills, but it wasn't that far off.
Ronnie George said that the look for Arthur Smith is better than Steve Belichick with his gross mouth.
100%. It's disgusting.
With the old mullet.
It's so disgusting.
Mulleted people unite.
That's the way that look comes off, is that he's fawning over someone he is not legally able to fawn over.
Well, I mean, my only thought when I watched Steve Belichick with that tongue, with that mullet, save some pussy for the rest of us, bro. Come on. It's not even fair.
Because it's going to be underage and more than likely related to it.
Related, yes.
Question is, Najee Harris.
By the way, Dalvin Cook's officially out.
Oh, poo. Mm-hmm. Well, that's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, we end here in enough time for me to change those 5 leagues, because I have Alexander Madison in all of them. Because that's what you should do when you have Dalvin Cook on your team.
Did Elijah Moore just catch a pass?
Did he? I think he did.
Didn't mean to.
I think he did.
And I think he got flagged for OPI.
He
ran out of bounds. And it was incomplete anyway.
Why is that ref directly in his face just doing this?
Weight room!
I mean,
weight room! Weight room!
He's like he's trying to swat flies from his head. Like he got right into his grill to call that. Yeah.
Nice throw, Zach. You bandana douchebag.
Pittsburgh can't push the ball down the field. I don't trust the wide receivers. I can't recommend Juju Smith-Schuster, Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson, any of those guys, especially going up against the Denver secondary. That Denver pass rush, I think they're going to be able to get after Ben Roethlisberger. I think they're going to make it really, really difficult on Pittsburgh to move the ball. I have a hard time seeing how they're going to move the ball.
I think Pittsburgh will be just fine. I have Pittsburgh winning this game, and I ain't backing off of it.
I don't. I just don't see it. Najee Harris has been a disappointment, and it's not because of him. It's just because of the way that they are using him. His offensive line is not good, and he's ran 148 routes this year, which is gross. I didn't think he was going to be a feature passing back in this NFL, but apparently that's what Mike Tomlin believes he is. But I'm on Denver minus the 1, or Denver minus the 1, yeah.
By the way, Chuba is up today.
Oh, okay.
Not inactive. I was wrong on that.
Okay. The over-under is 39. You're going under 39? That's very low.
Denver, Pittsburgh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm going under. I don't like either of these teams.
I'm gonna go on the other side of that. I don't know that I remember a line being that low in the 4 years that you and I have been doing this.
They have been. Lowest one I've ever seen was 36. It was Buffalo and somebody, Pittsburgh maybe, in a snowstorm. I don't care. To me, these two offenses play like they're in a snowstorm. So I'm on the under. I don't like anything. I don't want anybody from this game. I'm Seacrest out. Somebody asked, would I rather have Alexander Madison or Chuba Hubbard today? I'm going Alexander Madison. And it's not really all that close.
No. I'm 100% with you on that one. The Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Dumb line of the week. I don't know. By the
way, Alexander Madison is now a must play on DraftKings.
Mm-hmm. What's his price?
$5,500. He's a must play.
Yeah. Green Bay.
I know he wasn't good last week. I don't care. That was against Cleveland. This is not Cleveland. This is way closer to that Seattle defense that you saw. Holy God. How much Minnesota is too much Minnesota? Because I have a lot of it. Like a fuckload of it. Alls of it.
Why?
Because they're
why are you do that? Why are you doing that?
Why are you do that?
Why you do that if you expect that Detroit's going to be in the ball game?
Because it'll be close. You don't want players in a blowout. You want two sides of the same coin if they're going to score a lot of points.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you just think this is going to be a score fest?
Mm-hmm. I was comfortably on the over. Comfortably.
Green Bay is a 3-point favorite against the Cincinnati Bengals. Dumb line of the week to me.
It is to me too, but there's something's happening there, and I can't figure out what it is. Vegas knows something, and I don't know what it is, and it's making me very uncomfortable.
Well, I think the Jair Alexander thing probably had something to do with that.
I'm sure it did.
The fact that he is probably going to be done for the season, and they have nobody else. And Kevin King will be back this week, but he gets burned left and right. Cincinnati will be able to move the ball, but I trust Green Bay way more. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams against that Cincinnati defense or that Cincinnati secondary.
One of my favorite stacks is to go Joe Burrow with one of his receivers, and whichever one you want, that's totally up to you. I have my take is that I'm going Tyler Boyd. I think I'll go. I may go Tyler Boyd and Jamar Chase. So,
nothing from Green Bay.
Devontae Adams. But that's my favorite stack is to go Joe Burrow with one of the receivers, maybe even two of them, and Devontae Adams. The only problem is that it's hard for me to get two unless I go CJ Uzomah, which is I'm getting more and more tempted to do because I have too much Minnesota. But I also like Dalton Schultz. So,
are you concerned about these defensive fronts? The Packers being able to get after Joe Burrow. He's already taken 11 sacks this year. And I get that they don't have Zadarius Smith, but they still have some decent pass rushers. I mean, Preston Smith's really good. But with Rashawn Gary and who else? Kenny Clark. I think they'll be able to at least hassle Joe Burrow. I wonder if a lot of this is tied to the Josh Meyer injury as well on Green Bay's front. They weren't sure if Elgton Jenkins was coming back, so they're concerned about how much protection Ben would have, or Aaron would have. So maybe that's playing into this Cincinnati +3 narrative. I'm not sold that Cincinnati can take advantage. And I think this could be another Randall Cobb game.
It's for me. It's not Randall Cobb. I like Randall Cobb, but it's a Devontae Adams game. Because who in the hell is going to defend him? Cincinnati tends to play sides. That would put Eli Apple on him. Eli Apple's giving up almost 3 yards per route run. Think about what I just said. There's only a handful of corners in the NFL that are that bad. So, to me, this is a crush spot. Two of my favorite receivers of the day, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams. And I don't think I can find a way that I'm playing CJ Uzomah, but the more I'm looking at it, the more maybe. I don't want to.
The last 1 o'clock game of the day. Well, are we going over or under the 50.5?
Over. Aggressively, actually. I think that's the shootout of the early
Yeah.
That's the shootout of the day slate to me.
Part of me gristled at it, but now that I think
the more you
about
think about it, the more you go, who's going to stop it?
Right. The passing games are going to be able to do whatever they want to in this one. This could very well be a 33-36 kind of a shootout game.
Yeah, the way that I've laid it down here is I'm going Jamar Chase with I don't want to go CJ Uzomah. I really don't. Oh, hey, look, we forgot Kyle Pitts was a thing. Yay, Jets just in this shit.
God, did he score again?
No.
Oh. Damn it.
No, it was a hold. Good for us. Yay. Yay.
You're so interactive.
I hate my team.
When your Jets are on.
I hate my team so much. I do. I hate my team. Mm-hmm. I hate my team. Ah!
Except for last week when you loved them because
no,
they did things.
I hate my team.
No. Last 1 o'clock game of the day. New England against the Houston Texans. I don't see how Houston survives in any game, much less going up against Bill Belichick and this defense. With Davis Mills as your quarterback, you're not doing anything. You realize in the 10 quarters that Davis Mills has played, they are minus 65 on the scoreboard.
Uh-huh. He's bad at football.
He is very bad at football. On the other hand, New England's
he has a long neck like a giraffe.
On the other hand, New England's got some injury issues. They have one starting offensive lineman.
This game's going to be closer than you think.
I think New England's going to cover the 8.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think this game may set football back 10 years.
But I'm not terribly scared of anything for Houston. So the fact that we're playing 4 backup offensive linemen, it doesn't really bother me all that much. David Andrews is the only starter that's going to be there, so that doesn't really make me concerned about Malik Collins. Whitney Merciless is still a guy to be feared.
Is he, though?
Well, I mean, he's the only one.
He's clinically alive. That's probably the best I can give.
Yeah, but he's the only one from that Houston defense that you feel real concerned about. So I'm not terribly worried. I think New England's going to be able to do whatever they want to do. Damian Harris will be able to run the ball. They'll find room to do that. I like the tight ends this week for the Patriots. Hunter Henry especially.
I'm okay with Hunter Henry. I'm not loving Johnny Smith, but I can go Hunter Henry.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I want nothing from this game.
Nothing.
I don't know. 65-point differential with Davis Mills on the field.
He's terrible.
God.
By the way, what's the over-under on this game?
The over-under is 39.
I was about to say
it's another 39.
It should be.
Yeah.
I'd actually have it lower than that. I'm going to go under.
Under. Mm-hmm. Under. I'm with you. That. I'll be with you on the under because I don't know that Houston will score at all. They may very well get shut out again because they're not going to be able to run the ball on them, and I don't trust Davis Mills any which way. Mm-mm. The Patriots have the second best defense by DVOA, the pass defense. Don't like
this is a game that's going to set football back like 10 years.
4 o'clock slate of game starts off with the Chicago Bears against the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders at home. They are a 5.5-point favorite. Let me make sure that line has not moved. No, it has moved on betus.com from last night to 6 now. So Raiders -6, and I don't care. Raiders cover. Bears suck. The 2 pass defenses are going to be able to get after each other, though. The two pass rushes will be able to do some disruptive things. Mm-hmm. Derek Carr last week did not look good. There was a lot of pressure from the Los Angeles Chargers, so I could see him not having as great of a game this week, but he's going to be way better than Justin Fields.
Oh, yeah. I like Derek Carr.
Max Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue may end Justin Fields today.
Good.
I mean, if I'm picking, if I got to pick somebody from Chicago, maybe Darnell Mooney.
I don't.
Damian Williams.
I'm out on Damian Williams.
Really?
Don't do it.
I mean, the Raiders aren't good at stopping the run, though.
I don't care. It's a trap. Don't do it.
Okay.
I've said this all week fucking long. It's a trap. Do not do it. Remember who I said that about last week?
No.
I don't either. I was hoping you did. But it was a trap, and you should not have done it.
You should not have done it. Who did you say that?
I don't remember, but I was very adamant about it.
I think it was one of the backups.
It was.
And I can't remember.
I know I said it about Chuba, but I said it about
Jonathan Welch. You remember everything.
You do have a Vulcan brain. If you could tell me, that would be tremendous.
Right. Yeah, I have no. It's not even coming up in my cortex here, but I don't want a whole lot from this game. I don't like Josh Jacobs. He's still going to be on a touch limit, I bet. And Chicago's front's really good. Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn are going to make things pretty difficult on Derek Carr. I don't know that moving Alex Leatherwood to guard is really going to make that much of a difference. Because now who plays tackle?
Parker. I like it way better this way.
Oh, I know you do.
I like it way better this way.
But going up against the best pass rusher in the NFL, Mr. Max Crosby. Did you ever think you would say that in your life?
No, I didn't, and I still feel weird saying it.
He's got 30 quarterback pressures so far.
Yeah, and I still feel weird saying it. And I don't really like when you say it, if I was to be real honest with you.
No, I'm sorry.
It felt weird.
Hey, guess what? Facts don't care about your feelings.
Yeah. Okay, Ben Shapiro.
Trademarked by Ben Shapiro.
And make sure you throw that in.
We have to say that every time. Yeah.
You fooled the shit out of me.
Yeah. It is what it is. Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers at 4. This is another 4:05 start. Cleveland's going to try to run the ball, keep the ball out of the Chargers' hands. And obviously they can do it with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I think this is going to be a very, very close game. But I'm still taking the Chargers to cover the 2.5.
I am too. I'm all over the Chargers. I don't necessarily think this game's as close as everybody else thinks it is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Kevin Stefanski is realizing yet again, we cannot trust Baker Mayfield.
No.
We're going to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible.
And this is not a team that should. It is not a team that you should be overly scared about running on.
No.
Because they're not all that freaking good.
In fact, they rank 29th in the NFL against the run. Mm-hmm. So they will have room to run. That's it. Running backs from Cleveland. As far as everything else goes, Justin Herbert, fine. Keenan Allen, he's a fine play. But I don't think anybody's going to – I don't see this as a crush spot for anybody from the Chargers.
I don't either. I would say this will be a lower scoring game. I like Nick Chubb for Cleveland. I don't like any of the pass catchers. For the Chargers, I'm not averse to playing Eckler. I'm not going to shoehorn him into DFS lineups, but I think he'll have a pretty good day.
I would fade him in DFS.
I won't.
In DFS? Okay.
I mean, I'm not. Every time he does this, I get.
Did he just
that's
hit?
PI at the 1 yard line.
He just hit A.J. Terrell in the back of the head with that?
Yeah, it's because he had no fucking clue where the ball was. Because, hey, Elijah Moore was open again.
Mr. 7
The only thing open more than Elijah Mitchell's a fucking Waffle House. Get him the ball.
Oh,
I've been wanting to. I've been wanting to say that literally since week 1 while we were in the stadium in Carolina.
Yep.
And now I need a shirt made that said the only thing open more than Elijah Mitchell is a Waffle House.
That was a very bad PI by A.J. Terrell.
Yeah, he had no clue where the ball was. Elijah Mitchell's like, hey, that doesn't count to my stat line, but fuck yeah.
Cleveland Browns and the L.A. Chargers. The over-under is 46.5. I want the over. Barely. But I'll take the over. You going over or under 46.5? All right, Jeremy's on the under. We're both on the Chargers to cover the 2.5. The New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be the Fox America's game of the week just because of the matchup. And it's gross to me. Because I think the Dallas Cowboys should just go beat the sin out of them. I don't like anything for the New York Giants in this game. I mean, you got Trayvon Diggs on Kenny Golladay. I don't like that matchup.
I'm out on it.
Saquon Barkley.
I'm out on it.
Not good. Not good. Ezekiel Elliott, though.
I like both Cowboy running backs.
Yeah, he's on quite the tear. So Ezekiel Elliott, and then Ezekiel Elliott is questionable. There was a touchdown. Which one was it?
That was a 2-point conversion.
Oh, it was.
Touchdown was to Michael Carter.
Oh, I'd missed the touchdown.
Where's my freaking button?
Good. Let the hate flow through.
So Michael Carter with the touchdown and the 2-point conversion? Is that what I'm seeing?
No, that was Jamison Crowder.
Oh, okay.
They're both short and their number ends in 2. I understand how you confuse them.
Well, good for you. Good for you. It's 20-17 now. You should be happy. 20-17 because you missed the extra point after you scored your one touchdown. Jesus, y'all are bad. Bad. Anyhow, Dallas Cowboys. For some reason, I got it stuck in my head that CeeDee Lamb's the guy today. CeeDee Lamb against Adoree Jackson. I think that's the guy that Dak Prescott needs to focus on today. I like Dalton Schultz a lot too because the Giants they don't have the linebackers to cover tight ends.
No, and I like Dalton Schultz is the one I'm on this week.
Yep.
You said it, and I think you kiss-a-deathed it, and I've already made the reservation that I'm going to kick you right in the dick when you screw this up because you've completely screwed up my lineup, and it's really starting to piss me off.
Yeah, I apologize for that. But I think it's Dalton Schultz, CeeDee Lamb. Amari Cooper's probably going to be shadowed by James Bradbury. And in the past, 3 meetings that's happened, Amari Cooper, he ain't done much. I think he had 1 touchdown in the last 3 matchups with James Bradbury. It's not good. But those are the only things that I like from the Dallas Cowboys this week. Over or under 53?
I'm going to go over. I've pretty much gone over in every Dallas Cowboy game for the last 3 years, and it's worked pretty nicely for me.
Oh, here's the other thing. Daniel Jones has been playing really well this year. He's only got 3 giveaways on the season. I think he might have that today.
Do you want to build a snowman? I finally figured it out.
What?
How to build my lineup and not be pissed off at somebody in my lineup.
Okay.
You fucked me with the CeeDee Lamb thing, and so I've been trying to I've been trying to rearrange deck chairs on the Titanic over here.
Okay.
My DraftKings lineup today: Alexander Madison and Leonard Fournette in at running back for me.
Hot.
Yeah, I'm pretty fond of that.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb's in my flex. If Ezekiel Elliott were to not play, which I don't think that's going to happen, but it could, then I will flex Nick Chubb to Tony Pollard, and I'll move Dalton Schultz to, I don't remember there was a pay-up option. I can't remember who it was. Or I might just leave it. Yeah, I'd probably just leave it. But I have the Panthers. That's my defense against Philadelphia. I see Jalen Hurts having one of those boo-boo kitty days where he turns the ball over a mess of times.
Yep.
Joe Burrow's my quarterback. My receivers are Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Justin Jefferson.
Okay. It's not a bad little lineup.
I'm pretty fond of it.
Anything else from the Dallas Cowboys New York Giants game?
No.
No. No, you're good.
I really that's one of those high scoring games that I really don't want anything to do with.
So we're going over.
I mean, I want the Cowboys side, but I don't want anything with the Giants because I don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because anybody that makes any rational sense, there's a reason that I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. I'm under the 53 though.
Hey, you remember that thing I said about Kyle Pitts having a big ass day?
Yeah, there was another one.
Yeah. They don't call me the tight end whisperer for nothing.
I'm on the under for the 53. Are you over in the Giants and the Cowboys?
I'm
okay.
over.
The other 425 game this afternoon, the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. It's 5.5 now, and I really strongly feel like Arizona's going to cover, and they're going to be 5-0 at the end of this week. But you have been so dogmatic about San Francisco winning this game
Pound the
today
table. Give me the 49ers.
that it gives me pause to go, maybe this is one of those that I'm just not seeing it. Trey Lance making his first start.
Who needs a game more? I ask that question every time we do this. Who needs this game more? It's not even close at San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts, 8 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
Good job.
I told you this was coming.
You did. You did. Trey Lance making his first start. I'm still on Arizona.
I don't think, and Arizona very well could win this game.
Yeah.
It's going to be close. I think San Francisco is going to win this game.
Yeah,
I have them in the money line today.
Yeah, you got them plus the 5.5. You're taking them in the money line as well.
I do have them in the money line. Parlay,
Okay.
yeah.
I think Arizona can cover this 5.5. I just don't see San Francisco being able to stop them. I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to be 60-0 or anything like that, but the secondary is the weakest part of the 49ers defense, and I still see I see a big day coming for DeAndre Hopkins. He hasn't had it yet, and I think today might be the day.
I like DeAndre Hopkins.
Where DeAndre Hopkins just
he's one of my guys
for
that's
102 touchdowns.
He's one of my players that's in an upgrade spot today.
Mm-hmm.
I like him better than I usually do. I couldn't find a way to get him in on DraftKings. I'll have a lineup with him somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Well, since you're going so damn cheap at running back, it shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, but I like Justin Jefferson better. I like Devontae Adams better. Devontae Adams is going to be so highly owned that I'm kind of steering away from it. Terry McLaurin's still the one that I'm desperately trying to find a way to get into a lineup. I can't do it.
Okay.
Very rarely do I go cheap at running back, but I did it last week and it worked out good.
Oh, you actually cashed last week?
Yeah, a lot.
Good for you.
I went 6x my money last week.
Awesome.
It was a good week.
I've never done that in DFS.
I finished in
If
the
you
top.
ever wonder why we leave it to him,
I finished in the top 100 of a couple single entries. God, that is terrible coverage. That is just fucking terrible. Bryce Hall, my God. Like, for fuck's sake, I hate to cover 3 with everything I have.
Uh-huh.
Because you just leave these wide-ass open holes. I mean, it's 3rd and fucking 13, and you're playing 15 yards off the guy.
Right. I'm with Justin Parton in the comments. He said he wishes this was going to be the Fox America game of the week, and I agree with you. It should be.
It should be.
The 49ers and the Cardinals, but because of the East Coast bias.
Well, and because it's the Dallas Cowboys.
Right. Cowboys and the Giants, big rivalry game. It's not going to matter to a whole hell of a lot in the grand scheme of the NFL season. It's going to be another speed bump on the way to a division title for the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, your other one could be a defining moment in the race for the NFC West division. But what do we know? We're not the schedule makers. We don't do that. Anyway, Arizona minus the 5.5 for me. Jeremy's on San Francisco plus the 5.5. He's also taking them in the money line over under the 48.5. I'm on the over hard.
I'm on the over.
And then Sunday Night Football tonight. The Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. I want all of the things. Give me all of the
This might be the one
receivers.
time I ever play a showdown.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
I feel like that would be hard.
That is dumb.
I don't know. I feel like that would be hard. What would that lineup look like for you off the top of your head?
For a showdown?
Yeah, could you get Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, and then you got to go cheap after that. I would imagine you wouldn't have a whole lot of money left.
Captain mode.
I'd want Beasley. Get you a little Beasley action in there.
My captain would have to be Mahomes. I got to save money somewhere. I'm going to have both kickers. So I have Butker and Bass, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Kelsey, and somebody that's cheaper than Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon, let's fucking go. Yeah, that's exactly who my lineup would be. Old Flash Gordon himself. I mean, and that's just, I literally just looked at it.
I mean, that feels like a waste spot. You think he's actually going to get some targets?
A couple. He's $1,800 on DraftKings, so.
I didn't know it went that
showdowns
low.
They do. In showdowns they do.
Oh,
like
okay.
I could play Noah Gray for $400. I mean, I'm not gonna, but I could. Or Matt Breida. Matt Breida's $200 too.
Right. Both these defenses are not. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that. The Buffalo defense is really good. However, I think I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the secondary of Buffalo against Patrick Mahomes.
You shouldn't be. I think this is going to be a shootout. This game's going to be a shitload of fun. I'm glad it's the night game. I will be at Village Porch with the Bills backers tonight. We'll be at the Social today. We're back at the Social.
Yes.
So if you want to come out and hang out with us for football, we'll be there for the 1 and 4 o'clock slates.
Everything for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills in the passing game, though.
I like Zach Moss today.
Okay.
I do.
I was
I
going
like
to say
Zach
nothing
Moss.
in the running game from Kansas City.
Yeah, and I'm not on Edwards-Helaire. I don't really want anything to do with any of that.
No.
But I am in on Zach Moss.
Yep. And the tight ends. Dawson Knox.
I could be convinced of Dawson Knox. I don't love it because he's going to see a shitload of Tyrann Mathieu.
And obviously Travis Kelce. It's always Travis Kelce no matter what.
God almighty.
And then Monday Night Football this week, the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens.
Don't celebrate too much, Puddin' Pants, because that one's coming back.
At the this game is at Baltimore. Baltimore's a 7-point favorite. We didn't pick the game.
It's on us. Jesus fucking. How do you hold on defense on a run from the 2-yard line? God, we suck.
Are you taking Kansas City minus the 3? Puddin' Pants?
All
right.
Yeah.
You and I are both on that. And over the 56.5.
Yeah. You couldn't have set this over-under high enough for me.
What's the highest over-under you've ever seen?
In an NFL game?
Yeah.
That I remember?
Like 64?
No, I've never seen one get that high. I've never seen one break 60 that I can remember.
Really?
I've seen 58.5. I think it's the highest I've ever seen.
Okay.
And that was just bet up. Frankly, I'm kind of surprised this one didn't get bet up like that. Because I don't really see any way that it's not going to hit.
So we're both on the over. We're both on Kansas City to cover at home at Arrowhead. Now, Monday Night Football, Baltimore Ravens, Indianapolis Colts. In Baltimore, Baltimore is a 7-point favorite. I don't think that's near enough. I don't see Indianapolis having a whole lot of success doing much in this game. Even Jonathan Taylor, to me, is not a seek him out game. It's not a seek him out.
I like Jonathan Taylor. I like Indianapolis to cover this game. I don't think they're going to win, but I do think they cover. I think this will be much closer than people think.
Will they get back to Lamar Jackson running the ball? That's the question.
I don't know. And see, that's what's making me nervous about Baltimore. And we said this in the Ravens video, and we had several Ravens fans say, oh, that's the evolution of the offense. Okay, well, this is a stupid evolution.
Yes.
Because now you've got a guy that got to the NFL as a quarterback because he was so elusive and yada, 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 and now you're trying to make him Dak Prescott, where he throws 35 times a game. That's stupid.
Yeah.
So I don't think they'll do it this week. I think this game's going to be close, and it's going to make Greg Roman look at himself and go, what are we doing? Because we're so volatile. I mean, yeah, they stepped on Denver, but Denver's not much of a threat offensively. And I'm not saying that the Colts are. I just think you're going to see inconsistencies with this offense being run this way.
Anyway, minus the 7 for Baltimore. You're plus the 7 for the Indianapolis Colts.
I am.
The total is 46. Over or under? I'm over.
I'm under.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a gross. I still like both of these defenses. So I think it'll be under.
All right. All right.
I can see this being one of those gross Monday Night Football games.
Yeah, all of the lines we use here in the Sportsocracy, obviously provided by BetUs.com. BetUS.com. Go there, create an account, use the promo code Sportsocracy, and they will give you a deposit bonus of 125% up to $2,500. So a lot of ability for free money there from BetUs.com. BetUS.com today. Use the promo code Sportsocracy. For the, let's see here.
There's also a link in the description of this video, by the way. If you want to just click underneath us, there's a little Sportsocracy Bet Us link that will it'll take you right there. You don't have to put anything.
Excellent. Steady dropping a mass. Start or sit Chase Edmonds today?
I'm gonna start him. I like pretty much everything for the Cardinals today.
Yeah. To me, it would depend on who your other choices are. I could see a path where there could be somebody else on your bench that I'd rather start, but I mean, Chase Edmonds, he's been good. He's still getting spotty touches. I feel like he should take over the majority of that running role, but James Conner continues to be a thorn in his side, as everybody tried to warn me he was going to be, and I tried to, just completely block it out. But, I mean, hell, last week, Chase Edmonds averaged 10 yards a carry. He has that ability in him. So
James Conner doesn't, which is why it's infuriating that he gets so much run.
But I get why, you would have some reservations against San Francisco with Chase Edmonds. But I would say, yeah, you're probably safe starting him this week. DFS. You want to give out that DFS lineup again? Oh, this is gonna be fun. I want to give you one that I built, and then you can tell me how stupid it is.
Oh, this is fun.
All right, so I'm going with the Green Bay Packers stack. So Aaron Rodgers is my quarterback. And I've paired him with the Devontae Adams. My running backs are Ezekiel Elliott and DeAndre Swift.
I don't hate it. I just hate that DeAndre Swift's getting his workload split between him and Jamal Williams. To me, running back's easy this week. It's some combination. I like Damian Harris. The line being dead kind of makes me nervous. But it's Madison, it's Leonard Fournette, it's Nick Chubb. And there are a couple ancillary pieces I could see being in there if you're trying to be contrarian.
Yep. T. Higgins, Devontae Adams.
I like T. Higgins a lot this week.
And Devontae Parker are my wide receivers.
You're all over this Devontae Parker thing. And
I am.
How much is Devontae Parker?
He was 5,100, I think.
If I'm going at that level, I'm going
40.
Tyler Boyd is 5,300. I like him a lot this week.
I already got T. Higgins, though.
No, it's fine.
You don't care?
I double stack quarterbacks all the time. But now you have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. So you should be double stacking him. I just don't know with who. Robert Tonyan.
It's going to be Robert Tonyan.
Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb's not bad.
Randall Cobb's 4% projected ownership today.
I could see doing that.
I'm looking for somebody this week that's low owned. Nick Chubb, by the way, is probably the guy that's going to be there for me. Yeah. I think Nick Chubb somehow flies under the radar every week, and now he's cheaper than he's been all year, and I really like that. Antonio Gibson's very cheap this week.
Took the Lions defense. I got Dalton Schultz and Mike Gesicki too.
This is not a double stack tight ends week for me. I like a few of them. Dalton Schultz is certainly one of them, but I'm not double stacking tight ends. There's too many pieces I like too much this week.
Okay. What is your unlock the magic lineup that you found? Are you going to give it to us so we can all share in the glory?
You just have to not run it in the millionaire. Joe Burrow is my quarterback with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, so I'm double stacking there. I got Justin Jefferson. Dalton Schultz is my tight end. The Panthers are my defense, and my running backs are Alexander Madison, Leonard Fournette, and Nick Chubb.
Okay.
That's the lineup that I'm looking at going, that's pretty good. If you run that and you win money, feel free to send me a check.
Right on.
I will not get mad at you for that.
Well, it has been fun going with you on this inaugural live on our new network here.
By the way, Devontae Parker's out.
Son of a... All right, well, I got to go fix that one. At least there's time. Ooh, there's time to fix lineups.
I didn't see that. Somebody asked about our DraftKings. Devontae Parker is out. He's inactive today.
Son of a gun.
Oh, God. God, you're going to get smoked.
Yeah.
I mean, like a fucking... Miami's going to get just tortured today.
Well, Tank Spencer Kiss of Death already starting. So,
Bingo.
Huzzah. Everybody who's going to fire up that Dalton Schultz and who else was it I was heavy on? CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb. Look for them to both die at some point today. It's been fun on the maiden voyage on the new network here. Glad everything worked out. Didn't hear any reports of lags or any or blips
everything
or anything
looked good.
like that.
I've been checking the stream health the entire time.
Now that is all settled, we can now
work on looking the right way.
Right.
We got somebody coming in tomorrow to fix all those things. So
yes.
It's going to be an evolution of this.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, we're going to have the two of us in little boxes on the left side, and we'll be able to throw graphics and all kinds of cool shit up on the screen. It's just taking some time to learn all those things.
Yep.
We don't have an engineer, and there's actually not one in this building. So we're our own engineers.
Exactly. Got to figure this thing out on our own, but we are glad you are along on the ride with us. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you see all of our content as it comes out here, team-by-team content continuing throughout the season. Also, of course, live every weekday morning at 10 a.m. here in the Wicked Weed studio. WickedWeedBrewing.com. Drink Different will be out at the Social in East Asheville on Tunnel Road this afternoon, watching the 1 and the 4 o'clock games. And Jeremy's going to make an appearance over at the Village Porch tonight to watch the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs with the Bills Backers Club. And you'll probably have to hear that damn song a lot tonight because both those teams are going to score a bunch of points. We will be back with you tomorrow morning right here in the Wicked Weed studio. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. Time to go fix those lineups. Best of luck, Jeremy. Hopefully your team can score before this game's over.
Hope so.
We'll see you next time.